right back there, Wild Child, no doubt about it, man. Waving right back to you. Yeah, I've been busy on the bowl whipping on mud ducks, man. This one guy down there, I just can't leave. He just keeps getting his name called down there. I think he's a badass, but I let him have it every time he keys up. But today I thought, man, I'll come up here and hang out and see what's going on in the world of sound, and looks like my friend Wild Child's doing it too. Well, you got that worldwide maul down. Warming up, warming up, warming up. Oh, to you, Wild Child. Fireball with this video gate rolling.
Hey, Roger, I'm rolling the gate. How you liking that big truck, man? I really like them Dura Maxes. They're a lot quieter than the Cummins are. That's for damn sure, man. That looks just like a friend of mine's truck that he bought back when those came out. That's probably about the same year, too. They're real close to it, man. Man, that thing, and you got the 6.6 too. That's the bad one there. Man, that's a poor machine.
I'm not happy with it already. I love the way the Chevy sits and all that good stuff, because the Dodge is just a seat and power, you know. But there's some mods you can do to it, you know, to make it a little better other than stock. It doesn't have any low-end power like the Cummins does, but it gets up and goes once you get in mid-power, just whizzz. But don't get the gas mileage that I like. I mean, dude, I filled it up. I didn't fill it all the way up. Literally, I put $175 in it from when I left Temecula, which was like, I guess I say I drove about 45 miles and then filled up, because he sold it to me with like a half a tank, maybe a quarter tank or whatever. There was gas in it. There was fuel in it. And then I stopped and I was like, well, I'm almost to like a quarter tank, and I knew where I was going. I needed fuel. And I filled up, or I just put the gas thing in there, and the credit card only let me go to $175, and I said, all right, let's go. It was almost full. But there I drove only 198 miles, and I might have another 50 miles to go. I might get 220 out of a tank. When I used to get on my Dodge, I could get 440, 450 on that kind of big Cummins. So, but maybe I just got to drive it a little different. You know, my Cummins, it didn't matter what you drove. You could drive 90 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, and it still got at least 15 to 16 miles of the gallon. This one here just don't like getting the miles per gallon. But it trucks along. You know, the truck is actually worth more than my other truck. And I don't know, maybe everybody buys Chevys. I'm not a Chevy guy. I'm just a truck guy that wants a pulling truck. I don't care if the resale value is better. See, this guy maintained this thing so much. I mean, I never did anything to my 6.7 Wild Child. Nothing. This guy changed the transfer case. He changed the brake controller, the V-boost, which I did on my 5.9, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, it sounds like this Duramax just needs a lot of maintenance and a lot of work as it goes along, but this just happened. Like, he just redid a bunch of stuff 2 years ago, so probably drive for 10 years and really not have to do anything but change the fluids.
Yeah, they don't sound right. I know the ones that I've been around, shit. I know we was working up around Kansas City, and guy, we should take a turns driving, and when he bought that new Duramax, and he got a little S10 up there. Got off, we was up there for the weekend. When we come back, we had a U-Haul car hauler trailer on the back with that S10 on it. And man, you couldn't even tell it was back here. I mean, it didn't dog that truck one bit. That sounds weird, because I'm telling you, I've pulled that thing. We actually pulled back several trucks, full-size trucks, F-tub Chevys and stuff on the back of that thing. And, you forget that was back here. Yeah, you be driving along, getting city traffic and shit. Yeah, when you go take off, it just take off and walk the dog. I mean, it got some damn good mileage. I think the worst that I ever seen it get was like 22. And that was with a whole bunch of tires in the back of the truck and pulling the truck on a trailer. So that's kind of got me a little shocked there. You might want to have it checked out because he may have, I know some guys will program them things with, to do different things, and he may have took a lot of the low-end torque out of it by doing whatever he did.
No, I know this is stock. I know what he did to it. I have every bit of paperwork to it. This is a stock Duramax 6.6 2003 engine, a four-wheel drive. Maybe I just didn't fill it all the way up, and because the Chevys don't tell you the miles per gallon you're getting, and I count mine. I say, I put this many gallons in and fill it up and whatnot, But most people are getting 13 to 15 miles to the gallon on the Duramax. Now, that might have been a non-California truck. Now, let me tell you something. There's a difference between a California truck and the other trucks that are in your area. They don't have the EGR cooler. They don't have the EGR valve, and I think they come with a straight pipe. This truck is a California truck, so you could smog it. I don't have to smog it. So I will probably delete all that stuff later on, but right now it's just driving. And that really, really snuffs them. It's like plugging your nose on these Duramaxes for the stupid emissions bullshit, which is dumb. But that is what they do to these in the California. And this is a California 6.6 Duramax. And some of these guys that do the deletes and the tunes, they can get more miles to the gallon. I just haven't done that yet. I don't have a tuner yet. So I'm just starting this Duramax stuff. But, to me, I like it the way it is stock. I've been driving it. It's the first four-wheel drive truck I've ever had, other than a half-ton little 20-year-old truck or a Toyota. But a towing truck, I never had a four-wheel drive towing truck.
Roger, you just explained it all right there. You got all that extra shit on there. And in the county of St. Louis County, up there around St. Louis, they require the same shit up there, the small control crap. That's what's holding you back. That's like on a gas burner, your catalytic converter plugging up, and you wonder why it's running doggy and you ain't getting no mileage and the damn thing won't get up and go. It's because you got it plugged up, man. If you pull all that shit off there, you'll see a lot of difference because, man, I was impressed with them. Because the only thing I didn't like about the Cummins is the noise, and the Duramax was always so quiet. You just barely could tell you was even driving a diesel. That's what I liked about them. But I kept telling them, you need to put one in a half-ton. Do a half-ton version of it. And I guarantee they'll sell more trucks, because not everybody wants to be pulling big-ass loads with a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton truck. To each his own. But I'd have bought one if they'd ever come out with a half-ton version. But a 3/4 ton version, that's too much upkeep. Everything's high, twice as high. It ain't worth it to me. So listen, I'll just drive my little Toyotas. It does everything I need it to do. I don't need a big one anymore. But when I was working out on the road, it'd been nice. I liked the room when I was traveling. I always had a full-size Chevrolet. I'm a Chevy guy. But as far as beating around at home and doing what I do, I'm all about Toyota.
I'm not any. I'm an engine guy. Knowing what these engines are, knowing what they do. I know the Cummins. I know the 5.9. The Dodge is shitty. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now. The only thing good in a Dodge is the engine. The Cummins truck. That's the only thing good. They don't put good front ends on them. They don't. This front end's been kind of redone a little bit. I think it had the ball joints done once. That's just maintenance. But the Dodges, they're all junk. Their dashboards, they suck. Their plastic sucks. Their paint sucks. Everything sucks but the engine. I got 294,000 miles on my 5.9, but I don't have a dashboard in it. I don't have a seat. They all, it's all bad, The Dodge itself, the frame and everything they build is not the greatest. Now, I don't know about Chevy. because I have one now. And now I got the Duramax, and I love sitting in it. God, man, dude, it makes you want to drive 60 miles an hour. Now the Dodge makes you just want to drive 100 so you can get out of it. This one here, you could just kind of hang out and drive it. And yeah, you're right. It's kind of snub-nosed. And I'll probably delete it here in the next couple months. Just got to get a delete kit and a tuner for it, and then it'll probably wake it up, and then you can change the air intake and make it do more air and do all that stuff, and it'll probably wake it up and just rip it. But and I had the deletes on my 6.7. I could black smoke everybody. I push the button, dude, there'll be black smoke. You'll be going, and I'll be ripping 90 miles an hour from 0 to 90 in about 8 seconds there, break.
Yeah, you're right about that. I know a lot of guys out there, when I was working out on the road, a lot of them guys was driving, they bought them new Dodge Dualies, and they was pulling, fifth wheels around, so they didn't have to rent a motel room. They was staying in their campers. We get paid per diem, so they spent their money on their trucks and their campers. And some of them guys also, had farms at home. They did cattle and all that shit, so they had to have a 1-ton. And every one of them, bitch, they said every damn new Dodge, the 3/4 tons and the 1 tons, transmission problems and rear ends was the first things that go out on them in the first fucking 10,000 miles if you actually used them. And every one of them within a year or two turned around, traded in, and got a Duramax and was happy. But like I said, it don't have all that small crap on them. But I mean, these guys was running 3/4 tons, and they said their 3/4 ton Chevrolet did just as much as that Dodge did, and they didn't have to be constantly putting it in the shop under warranty, getting a training put in it, or freaking rear end. So I think you'll wake it up when you rip all that crap out of there. Come on.
Well, and maybe I will. My family don't want me. My brother, he's all into keeping everything stock. I'm into deleting everything. I deleted my 6.7, and I only got like 14 miles a gallon on it before it burnt down. That was the saddest thing ever, Wild Child. That was the saddest thing. Frickin' dang plastic bed liner caught static electricity and burned it down. I kept driving it. I mean, it worked great. I didn't have transmission issues in that 6.7. That was an 08. That's a newer one, past the 5.9. Now, my 5.9, I've already redone the tranny. That is the gas transmission. My 99 is the gas transmission, and I had to get it redone. I got all the shift things done to it, and I had a shift kit put in it, redone it at 150,000. So I really only have 100,000 on the transmission that I have on my black one, my radio truck. And the engine, no, I haven't done nothing. I just drove it. I haven't done anything to the 5.9 period. This guy, I think where he took it to, just like said, oh, you need this, you need this, you need that. I mean, goddamn. I don't know anybody that needed a transfer case in their freaking truck. Not their Duramax, but they said he needed it. He spent $5,000 on it just 2 years ago. But it's mine. At least it's new. I'd go another 800,000 miles on it probably.
Yeah, you know how some of them shops will do, especially if he took it to a dealership. Oh, Lord, I've been through that shit with them. And they want to tell you everything's wrong with you. And when you go in there what the problem is, and they want to tell you it's everything besides that and argue with you about that. I went into that with Toyota at one of the dealerships, and I will not do no business. I used to buy a bunch of vehicles from them, but they worked on this truck, and I told them, I got a wheel bearing out. Front driver's side. I said, it is out. I said, I was scared to even drive it over here. I said, I want it changed. They called me back the next day and said, all I needed was front struts. I said, no, there's a bearing out. Well, they said, well, your struts are shot. But they said the bearing was good. I'm like, okay, go ahead. And then I was having some recall work done. Well, I had a lift on it, so they had to order special U-bolts. It was up on the leaf springs on the ass end. I get the damn thing back at, well, they ended up calling me back, and they said, oh, yeah, you do have a wheel bearing out. $1,500 later, I got my wheel bearing changed. 2 front end alignments, and I made them take one of them off there because there's no need for 2 front end alignments. Y'all fucked up, so why should I pay you to do it twice? Because it's your fault. And I got them to take that off, but it was over $1,500. And all I wanted done was a front wheel bearing put in it. That was it. And that's a dealership. These guys supposed to be technicians and trained. That's bullshit. $100-something an hour labor. I won't go back to them again. I found a good shop up here local, and they're honest, and they ain't gonna do no more than what they had. In fact, when I had that front axle changed on my driver's side on the front, they did that, and they said they heard a little bit of a squeak. And it turned out, I just put new U-joints in that damn thing 2 years ago. And it, okay, now I got almost $140,000 off the factory U-joints. One of the U-joints I put in there was a lower grade one because they didn't have all 3 of them, 3, 4, however damn many's in there on that damn 2-piece shit. They're all the same, but they didn't have it all over. They said, give me a cheaper one. It was squeaking. They actually dropped the shaft and greased that U-joint for me at no cost. Now, how many shops are going to do that? Because that's a little bit of work to drop a drive shaft.
Yeah, well, that's what I think that happened to this grandpa. I mean, this is a one owner. He bought this truck brand new for $44,000 in 2003. Brand new. And then he had a lot of work done here and there at certain places, but he took it to this diesel place. And then, I don't know, I mean, every time he did maintenance, they just told him, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. I mean, that's cool, but he always needed something. I mean, dude, I bought this truck for $14,000, and just 2 years ago, this guy spent $10,000. New injectors, that was $1,200 to put them in. The injectors were Boss injectors, so they were $300 a piece. It was like $5,400 in 2019. And then he brought it back just a year later. So it didn't need that. It needed a transfer case. And I'm like, dude, I don't know anybody that need a goddamn four-wheel drive transfer case, but it's new. It's under there. I mean, it looks brand new. It's in there.
Tell Wild Child Triple Two Wave Fire Boss. It's brakes and batteries and windshield wipers. Change the oil every 20,000 miles. That's all I got to do.
He's still on the key. Hold on, 222.
I run motors on it, so that's even harder on it, man. If I go.
No, don't you leave yet.
I'll go down the hole and find it there. I put a set of motors on it. I still got 3/8 of an inch of tread on there, and it's been almost 29.
Right back there, Wild Child. Damn, I guess we done talked too much for the last 18 minutes, and everybody. I guess we done talked too much for 18 minutes on our Gone Big and radios right now, and everybody said, tell this, tell that, tell this, tell that. Gone Big and 222, and I ain't never heard 222 up here on Channel 28 in like 6 months. I've been inviting that kind of bigger up here to tell him to come up here and talk to me, but he don't ever show up, and he finally showed up today. He said, tell old Wild Child that he said hello. Well, I'm going to tell him 222. He was still on the key talking about his motors and his trucks. I mean, we've been talking for the last 18 minutes. And old 2929 came in there, so our conditions might be moving a little around, but you guys be watching about tell Wild Child this, tell Wild Child that. He just might be loafing, and he might be ready to cut your lips off. We just over here talking about trucks. We might still be talking about trucks here in a minute.
You ain't talking about those. I just wanted to run some grass on my key up at fixing all them vehicles.
Hold on. Now 29's on the hammer. Now 29's on the hammer. Hold on.
I'll key on that mud duck too.
Wow, here we go, Triple Two. Goddamn, man. Hey, Triple Two, you say 29's a mud duck too? Now, see, I didn't think you'd ever make it up here. Literally, 29. I mean, not 29, but Triple Two. I didn't think you'd ever even make it, period, on Channel 28. But you said that 29 prime time in Kentucky is a complete Rudy Poot mud runner.
Now what's going to see? Now what are you going to do there, Jeff? All he's going to do is hurt himself. It's a nice squeeze. Yeah, on in there, break up. 29 prime time, standing by.
Yeah, that kind of a wild child came back in there, cut you guys off. That's what I thought would happen. And we just might go back talking about trucks again. What, we got 25 minutes over here? Hey, 29. Hey, Triple Two. Wild child in Missouri. He ain't no mud duck. He come out there and cut you guys off, and you guys thought you guys were going to take our conversation on. We were talking about trucks. Hey, Triple Two. Hey, 29 prime time. Wild child was on top, cut you guys off, make you guys look stupid.
And neither one of them's even in there. He's talking. Hey, Wild Child, tell him. Condition in the booth. 6-tuber, I'm standing by.
All right, well, you say you got that 6-tuber, you standing by, and you over there, and you say you ain't got no condition, and I'm waving a hand at you there, Triple Two. Don't go back down to the Super Bowl. That's an easy place to go, man. It really is. I go down there and talk to you all day long, drop that mile down for the next 50 minutes. But I'm actually having fun up here talking to my friend Wild Child about trucks. And he keyed down his slow keyed. He said, slow keyed. And when he slow keyed, he cut you guys smack off. A 29 prime time. Fireball was letting you know you getting your ass whooped. And, by the way, this gate's 22 minutes. But now the end of the gate's going to be all Wild Child kicking your ass.
I don't worry about Wild Child. He's going to kick my ass. Slow key and let him know not to underestimate the power of the 500 G's. Yeah, 29. Now what do you want to know about a truck there, Blake?
Oh, I already know everything about trucks. I know everything about trucks there, 29. Oh, Wild Child slow keyed again. Cut your radio off. He said, whoop. Slow keyed. You went, I don't even know anything about trucks because Wild Child's going to tell me. You can't tell me. Hey, 29. You can't tell me. I can't hear you there, Break.
Well, yeah, you can hear me. You know it. I ain't worried about him. He's only good for one. I can feel all the hot air coming in the back of my feet from his stinking breath. Hands up his breath stinks. Jeff, 29.
Oh, goddamn. Really? You said he only going to get 1 or 2 keys. Okay. Shoot. We've been talking for 20 minutes straight. And who knows if you've been slobbering in a Mickey Flicky. I couldn't tell you if you were or not because we both been talking for 20 minutes. But wait a minute. You said, oh, you're only going to get a couple keys in there. Man, get out of there. Man, Wild Child cut your radio out 29, made you look like you on a 1 pill on a long wire.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. No, I've been on the phone there. I said no. Yes, and he can talk to you because it ain't no one-way discussion. I keep my radio up just like you do. You know it. Oh, prime time 29, I'm gone.
Right back there, prime time 29. Right back. That got big and Wild Child slow keyed again. He just slow keyed, just a slow key, just because he wanted to. Man, you guys messed up our conversation about trucks, but that's okay. Maybe we've been talking too much. Hey, if you could do it, you could do it. And if you want to get your ass whooped, Wild Child can do that too.
No, he can't. He wears panties and he knows it. I got one of the I heard you in Mississippi, 7120.
Damn, this carburetor, hey, Wild Child, this carburetor said that you wearing pink panties or something like that. I didn't even hear it all when you keyed out and cut his radio off. Hey, Wild Child, this carburetor said that you wearing some kind of Depends panties or something there, 410. But I didn't even hear it all. You cut his radio off and slow keyed.
He can't play with me. I like a Wild Child. I like playing with him. But he can't handle what's sitting over there in the corner, and you know it. Old 29 running my old 1997 John boy.
Okay, so you said I'm slapping my knee right now. Wait a minute now. You said Fireball, that old Wild Child can't do nothing with me. Now I already know it, but he already been there and gone, man. He cut your radio off. I don't even remember what he said. But it's on my video gate for the last 26 minutes. And now you guys, and 29 come out here want to do some fighting with Wild Child. And you say he can't do nothing with you. Nah. That ain't true, buddy. You need to get off those kind of big and whatever you got going and pick up the double bowls or hook up the 15,000 or something there, 29. You need to whoop on them kind of big and 8,500Zs that Wild Child's got running there, 410.
I can whoop them. Them dudes. He's got a tampon on his mouth. I put a tampon on his mouth and I'm gone.
You don't need it. I'm leaving him on the mall. You don't need it. You ain't even gonna need it. You ain't even gonna need that. Dude, if you just keep what you got, these guys are just gonna whine and cry for the rest of their life there, Wild Child. I'm gone. I left them on the hammer.
Why you didn't leave me on no damn hammer? I'm Steve, Jeff. What are you doing out there? Quit playing radio, Jeff. Oh, he got them bullets.
Wait a minute. Yes, you did. Man, hey, I'm the one, hey. I'm recording this. You keyed up and he cut your radio off. You said you didn't key. Okay, all right. Okay. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. One more time. You said you didn't key. You said you didn't key, 29. Now, I didn't have my referee shirt on. I was talking about trucks, but now I got my referee shirt on, but I'm going to have to take a piss in a minute. But I'm putting my referee shirt on. Because this kind of big and gate is 28 minutes long with me and Wild Child. Really, his name was going to be the only one on it. And it's still going to be pretty much the only one on it, but you're going to be in it. But you're going to be in it getting your ass tore up. But you said you didn't key. So, you're going to have to key now. And we'll see if you and Wild Child can get it on. Fireball got down.
No, I didn't say I didn't key. I just put a tampon on his mouth. I put a tampon on his mouth. And all he's doing is, that's all he can do.
29's in the background going. That kind of big Wild Child key down, cut your radio off there, 29. You said, Fireball, I didn't say I didn't key. I don't even know what you said. Maybe I didn't know what you said because every time Wild Child keys down, he cuts your lips off. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Because that kind of big Wild Child said, tell him I keyed right now and tell him he's the kind of big and mud duck. 29 in prime time. That time you both keyed and Wild Child and you were on the hammer because he's slow keyed. a 29, a wild child. I'm gone.
Keep on laying for me, sir. Well, just click the key. Just click the key. Just get his lips chopped off. Oh, good one. I'm just in here having fun.
Want me to tell him his britches fell off?
Oh, prime time, bro. Just chopped his lips off. He was getting a crap. I give him a tampon, though.
Hey, 29. Hey, 29. What kind of britches you wearing today? Hey, 29. Are you wearing overalls today? Or are you wearing kind of big in pants? Because right now you're getting caught with your pants down. 410.
Tell him what I said. I ain't wearing either one. Oh, tell him I said no.
He hasn't keyed up again, but hey, maybe you're pulling your pants up. You got overalls? Hey, 29 prime time. Do you got any overalls? You're the one who brought this. Hey, Triple 2 is the one who brought this together. And he said he was leaving. He was going back down to 6. He couldn't hold it. He just couldn't do it. He came in there for 3 keys and left. I wanted him to stay, but I knew he wasn't going to hang. I already told him like 2 months ago. I said, man, you come to 28, you better bring it. He could bring it. He said, I could bring it. Nah. He didn't bring it. Man, you got to have some guns when you're up here on 28. Hey, 29 prime time. Don't be messing with Wild Child, man. Comes out there and cuts your radio off every time you talk.
What are they going to do when somebody comes out there and cuts both their radios off? Fireball. That's what Mr. 1990 wants to know.
Oh, yes. Hold on. God, I got to go take a piss right now, but I'm not going to do it yet. Hold on.
Bring it to the party.
Wait a minute now. Mr. 1990 came out there and said, hey, what's going to happen when Mr. 1990 comes out here and cuts them both off and makes them look stupid? Wow, holy moly. Hey, Mr. 1990, are you going to make 20? You made 29 look stupid earlier. Now are you going to make Wild Child and 29 look stupid? Or are you going to get your ass whooped so you can't sit down?
Well, it's me, so I'm probably going to get whooped on Fireball. You know how it is. I did all my whooping earlier. I might be all whooped out. I may just be sitting out here being a glutton for punishment right now, but it ain't going to stop me from mashing the gas. Fireball, Mr. 1990, standing high atop the Great Wall, Arkansas. Let's go.
Tim Raj on that there, 454. You said, Mr. 1990, you said, well, I might be glutton for punishment, or I just might be mashing the gas because I want to. Hey, 454, you said, well, I might be out here glutton for punishment, or I might just be mashing the gas. Hey, 454, Fireball is right back. Hold on.
My favor, but it ain't gonna stop me from getting out here and trying. I ain't gonna be one of those that can't take a whooping. If they give it a whooping, I take a whooping, but if they ain't giving it, I ain't taking it. That's just all there is to it. They gonna have to give it. Cause I ain't begging nobody for no butt whooping. Fireball, look at me get down. Tell them boys, VFO noise and all that stuff is just a waste of space. Get out there and put some audio in the air.
Timraj on that there, 454. Timraj on that there, Wild Child. You said something. Hey, 454. You said something on that end, but then old Wild Child keyed down and said, Fireball. Tell old 454 the best thing he could do is be in 1990 world and give the truck drivers radio checks on Channel 19. That's what he said. Now don't keep back up, because I got to go take a piss. I'll be right back.
John, please go.
14. I'll get back with you. Hey, Fireball, while you doing a little tinkle, 454 gonna step outside and crank his antenna up in the air.
Here, cause I can't take no more.
You go use the bathroom and you tell Wild Child, don't be stepping out there too much. He's liable to get a bent toe.
That hard drive's busy watching kitty porn.
They ain't enough for me to go.
All right, we'll lay down there in downtown Phoenix. Sounding all good in that truck. Old 29, old prime time in the bushes. I'm gone. All right, Willie and MO If I hear old mud duck in the desert, I'll tell him you're looking for him. Bye, little Willie. 29.